Hello everybody, Alex Winkler here, and welcome to the crypto trading course. It's going to be a 5-day course, and today we're going to focus on all the different parts in day one. It's going to be a pretty quick day. It's going to be more of an overview, but we're also going to dive right into getting your account set up on the exchanges. Which is mostly going to be all on your end. So for me, it's going to be fairly quick. I'll also keep all these videos as quick as possible so you guys can really dive into the good stuff. A little side note ahead of time is this whole course is already done, all 5 days, and you can already view each day if you just go to crypto.enslow.com /community/course, or in the nav bar you click on course. You don't even have to be logged in. You just can click on it and go to the day you're on. So it's completely free, no account required. You could always look back to it, and each course is going to have videos attached to it. Alright, so let's get started. So first, congratulations for getting started. Oftentimes that's the biggest hurdle. And getting started with investing or trading or anything is super important. So I'm super excited that you took the time to start learning, and there's a lot to do. So let's dive right into it. Something that's really important in this course is I try to make it extremely hands-on. It's kind of like a relaxed game of poker with your friends, right? It's completely worthless unless all of a sudden you put $5 or $10 even in, and all of a sudden everyone starts taking the game extremely seriously. So that's kind of what we're going to try to do on this course a little bit. That really won't happen till about day 5, but getting there, we want to make sure you're ready. And the whole time you're doing the course, I'm actually going to be sending out alerts. I'm going to be making watch lists, so all that good stuff. So you can do the course alongside of learning exactly what I'm doing every day, because everything I'm trading, all my watch lists, all my trades, everything's documented, and you can see everything happening in real time. I'm fairly active. I trade about four times a week, maybe 5 times. This week's been a little bit more. So it really depends, if I'm traveling, if I'm not traveling, if I'm fully focused, or my schedule a little bit. The most important thing is just don't get overwhelmed. It's gonna sound like a lot. We're gonna cover a lot, but the longer you stick with something, the more it makes sense. I remember when I was first getting into trading 5 years ago now, I was a bit overwhelmed. There's so many terms, so many factors that I didn't know, but after a while you kind of start figuring it out. If as long as you're kind of involved in something long enough, it's gonna start making sense at one point. The main focus of this course is that I want you to be fully self-sufficient afterwards. So ideally, as sad as it is, you shouldn't need me at one point. But it does help. Trading in a community, just kind of feeding off of everyone's ideas is so important. I always get good ideas from the chat room or some friends that I'm trading with. Check this out, or check this pattern out, or over here, Litecoin or 0x is forming a perfect pattern. Like, how come you're not looking at that? I'm like, because there's so many things going on that sometimes you miss patterns. So just take your time, get involved in the community, start posting ideas once you kind of get the vibe of it, and that's kind of what it's all about. So what to expect over the next 5 days? Yeah, day 1 is basically a short intro day. It's going to be kind of reviewing all the 5 days. We're also going to review what the weird word Enslow is, who I am, why am I teaching crypto. We're going to also at the end dive into I think 3 or 4 exchanges that I often use, the fees associated with them, and we're also going to learn the difference between a maker and a taker, which is quite important. All right, in day 2, we're going to, succeeding in crypto and mastering exchanges. So day 2 is really important. We're going to go over a lot of strategies and rules, specifically rules, kind of how to kind of consistently be profitable and what to look for. We're going to have, I think there's 5 or 7 rules. I always forget because I kind of keep adding and kind of rewriting it, trying to make it nicer. But in concept, there's a few rules that are consistent depending on doesn't really matter how you word it. So we're going to review that. We're also going to figure out how to do accounting. So that's already done in advance. And documentation. We're going to really dive hardcore in documentation, which is, I think, one of the most important parts about trading. Day 3, we're going to... Day 3 is the trader course. This is one of my favorite because it goes through all the chart patterns, and there's just so much to learn from it, especially if you're new. If you're not new to trading, then I think a lot of this stuff might be repeat, but day 3 is really going to be how we apply kind of the patterns to crypto trading and all that fun stuff. We're also going to review the trading screens that we use to kind of monitor the different trades. Day 4, the crypto investor course. So as you can see on the top, there's the trader and then there's the investor. I kind of separate the two because you shouldn't go into a day trade, turning it into an investment, and you can't say the same about the investor. Like, you have to have a longer term horizon, or maybe it's a short swing trade, but it's kind of, you want to separate the two entirely. If people start thinking, this trade's going bad, I'm gonna turn it into investment, that's a slippery slope, to say the least. Anything else? Oh yeah, day 5, obviously. So day 5 is going to be about getting started. We'll divide up, kind of give a portfolio allocation that I personally use. We're gonna review how to start your trading day. So you don't want to just get out of bed and start trading. That's extremely dangerous. I do it sometimes, and it usually never ends good. Gotta have your breakfast first. But the most important part is building a watch list. You want to go into your day with a watch list, or else you're just you're going to see so many things and you're just going to be running around like a squirrel. You don't want that. Also, by day 5, if you have joined or filled out the application for the Crypto Apprentice program, so the CAP program, you might already have a phone call scheduled with me or somebody on the team, where we're going to review some important things and kind of your goals and if you would be a good fit for the program. That's everything for now, and stay tuned for the next video where we're going to be diving in, wait for it, who I am and what Enslow is. Ciao, ciao.